The best country for healthcare in the world doesn't have codeine on its shelves for OTC. Why do we? As many of you would have seen on my social media and on the farmers' pages, I've recently visited Germany. Okay, my sister lives there and I was visiting her. So we went on a little pharmacy excursion to compare practices as a patient perspective in these countries in Europe. So I initially started in Amsterdam. I went to a pharmacy there, asked around. They have a unique pharmacy program where it's really like unlike any other country in the world. They have like 3 different types of pharmacy, and most prescription drugs only go through the doctor's clinics and rooms and stuff. Very unique. Then we went to Belgium, which is pretty much like France. So we went to Belgium and France. And then in Germany, I also went to a pharmacy there and I asked around, and what I heard was shocking. Besides the fact that I asked for, their pharmacy program and how they do 6 years, and then the last year is your internship where you do 6 months in retail, and then the other 6 months you can choose between industry, hospital, and whatever else. Very cool program. But the crux of this matter here today is that as a patient, when I walked into these pharmacies, I was dumbfounded. Just the sheer aura just struck me. Like, pharmacies are respectable places, right? In Africa, not so much. A lot of them have just turned into drug fun zones, disrespect zones, entitlement zones, groceries where you can also just pick up your meds with your tomatoes and your bananas. But a pharmacy at the core of it is a specialized healthcare center with experts. The way pharmacists are respected in Europe, I was so impressed, and I felt like this is where I belong, just with how much they view you highly as a pharmacist. So anyway, back to the OTC stuff. I went and asked for codeine, right? We told my sister, okay, let's go in and let's pretend you need pain stuff, because she speaks German, I don't. So she was the communicator here. I was like, okay, go in, pretend you have this pain, which actually she did, so it wasn't pretend. And she was like, okay, I have this pain, what can I take? And I said, ask for codeine, because I'm thinking Accurates, Adcodol, all the codeine containing compounds, Mybulin that you get in South Africa. And then the lady, which was not a pharmacist, she was a pharmacist assistant, said, no, that is on prescription only. The only pain relievers available to the public is paracetamol and ibuprofen. I was like, thank the Lord. Now, I won't lie, I was a little bit annoyed because she was really in severe pain. This was not just mild or moderate, it was severe. She had surgery and stuff. So I was like, okay, from her surgery, they gave her pain stuff at the hospital, but to discharge her, they only gave her ibuprofen 600 to take 8 hourly. And I was like, okay, to me, for severe to moderate pain, it's a little on the low side. Add an adjuvant, mix it with something, take paracetamol, like pain manage, right? Because everyone's pain threshold is different. Pain ladder, from acute stuff going down and from chronic stuff going up. So I was like, okay, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is your pain? And she was like, it's like a 7. And to me, a Mybulin, an ibuprofen with the 7 level pain is not adequate pain control. So I said, okay, at least mix the paracetamol with the ibuprofen, right? Take them together in combination. So then she tells the pharmacist assistant that I'm a pharmacist, and then she looks at me and like perks up a little bit. And then she's looking to hear from me. And I was like, okay, they listen here, looky. So I was like, okay, yeah, no, if they have nothing else available over the counter, at least take the ibuprofen plus the paracetamol, and then we will alternate and take them in combination and optimize your pain coverage. But I say all that to say, what are we doing in Africa? What are we doing in South Africa? As a practicing pharmacist in South Africa, I'm appalled at the availability of stuff that we allow the public to pick and choose for themselves when they have zero clue on possible risks and potential side effects, adverse events, and everything negative that comes with taking medicines. When you guys, all of you watching this, go take your patient information leaflet in any box of any painkiller you have, whether it's Myprodol, even aspirin, ibuprofen, paracetamol, diclofenac, whatever. Go read the side effect list. Go read all the potential negative stuff that this medicine may have. A lot of it is not immediate. So you'll take it and be like, okay, I'm fine. But your internal tissues and organs are like, oh, what's happening? Oh my gosh, what's happening? And over time, they're not fine. A lot of these things develop progressively. So imagine taking them for 10 years, from your 20s to your 30s, you'll be fine. But from your 40s upwards, now you start to see the effect of them. And then it's too late because most of it is irreversible. So by all means, I want to caution us, never just take stuff because you have access to it, okay? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And also, always ask a pharmacist. Even if you get to the pharmacy and the assistants give you stuff, ask to speak to the pharmacist and confirm with them if this is going to be warranted as part of your current regimen, because you're probably taking other stuff too. So to check interactions, to check combinations, to check dosages, because that's another story for another day. People will pop 2, 3, 4 things at a time when the maximum daily recommended amount is like 1. So I implore you guys, be safe with your medicines. If I was in charge of OTC, I would make most of the stuff only accessible after a pharmacist consultation or on a prescription. So that would be my level step of protecting the public. Because currently, you can grab 5 Mybulins here. Nobody's really going to bat an eye. But in Germany, in Belgium, you need to work just to get an ibuprofen. So I love the level of safety they have over there. And it might feel restricting to the common, John, Bob, Lisady, and whoever. But know that it's for your safety, guys. There's a reason for all this restriction. Your kidneys, your liver, your stomach, even your esophagus, all of your internal tissues are screaming and fighting every time you take unwarranted medicines. So that's my take. That's my 3 cents. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.